Hello, everyone. This is Joe Free-Allenhoven, and tonight's webinar is all about lead capture, all about lead capture pages and the different ways to capture leads. And the first thing I want to do, this is going to be a little bit longer, a little bit more detailed, and I'm going to go over things more than one time because this is a very important one, probably the most important webinar as far as success of a home business. Go over just a little bit of what this is all about, how it came to be. In August 2012, there were about 70 of us, something like that. We became to know each other, and we were promoting some of the same programs. A lot of those same 70 were promoting GDI at the time, and we were a little bit concerned that there wasn't a cohesive, concise system for home businesses. Some people have this part, some people have that part, but there wasn't any one place that you could go and develop a home business. And that was the original intent of what we're still doing. The first thing we knew, we had to have a place where we could store our leads, where we could send out auto responses, and a same place to build multiple lists. And that gave birth to Team Elite Responder. It had a lot of nicknames back in the early days, and you'll see that in some of the write-ups and some of the news section broadcasts. We called it GDI in a can. We called it CTM for Collective Team Marketing. Several different names, but recently I'm going back to Team Elite Responder, which is about as good an explanation of what it's about. So with that in mind, what I want to do is I want to talk just a little bit about leads and lead capture, a little bit of background. Thing that people knew in the internet way back from the beginning is that you had to have a list to build a relationship with. And once you got that list, back in the early days before the federal regulations on email marketing, they would buy lists in the millions. And so they built some very big lists very fast. And since that time, we have to use Safe List and Traffic Exchanges, Banner and TextEdge to build our list now. But it's the same principle. You have to have a system to develop that relationship with a lead. And it's in real estate, the secret, they say there are 3 secrets to successful real estate business. And it's number 1 is location, number 2 is location, and number 3 is location. Well, on the internet, there are also 3 things you got to have. And the first is leads, the second one is leads, and the third one is leads. So with that in mind, in order to build a home business, you absolutely positively have to build a list with leads, and you have to build a relationship with those leads. So that's kind of the introduction. So let's go ahead and go to screen share. We want to share everything. And first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go here to a little whiteboard, if you want to call it that. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of graph this out here. And this is going to be our lead capture part. And we're going to talk about a lead capture page. And then we're going to talk about what happens. So we're just going to draw an arrow this way. So we're going to leave this. We're going to go back here to, I'm going to go to Team Elite Responder, and this is the admin homepage. But I just wanted to show you something here before we went on. Show you 2 things. If you remember back in August of 2012, I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom. I had no leads because that's when we started. Right now, I've got 29,700 leads. It took me 2.5 years to do that. And there are some of you that have followed along with me from the start and duplicated my efforts and have many thousands of leads yourself. It's not that hard to build several thousand leads. It just takes, I've done it at the rate of 20 or 30 a day. Let's take a look right now. I want to show you how it will grow, but you have to be patient. It takes a little time. And what we want to do now is I want to show you some stats that you can look forward to, because what I'm doing, you can duplicate. And if you look here, on Sunday, I had 5,400 views and 24 leads. And today, so far, I've got 27 leads and 5,367. Normally, Wednesdays and Thursdays, fantastic. Actually, if you look here for any more, I don't really care what day it is, as long as the sun comes up. It's that day's as good as any for internet marketing. And internet marketing, people say, well, what's the best time of the year to do internet marketing? And I say, my answer to that is, internet marketing is really good between the first day of January until the 31st day of December. So that's your internet marketing time period, is 365 days and 366 if it's a leap year. So that takes care of that. Some people say, well, I only market on this day, I only market on that day, blah, blah, blah. Well, if the sun comes up, I'm going to be doing a little bit of internet marketing. Now, what we want to do now is I'm going to go to one of our affiliates. And I'm going to log into their account. She's my assistant, so she won't mind. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Since this looks like your page, the two most important places on your dashboard is the resources and the news section. The resources and the news section. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to go over the resources page, because I've done a lot of work on that in the last couple of days, and I've changed it up a tremendous amount. I have a step-by-step start here first, right on top. And so if you're a new member, I want you to start at the top and go down. If you're a new member and the first day you're calling me about bonuses, I'm probably going to get all over you, because I know you haven't started up here. So we're going to click on that just for a second here. And to see what it says, the first paragraph, the first question is the most important. What do you want to do? Do you want to promote your own site? Then you click on this link here. Do you want to promote a popular site like SFI Four Corners? Then you click on these links here, and then I can show you how to set up anything here you want. Then you want to promote Team Elite Responder, you click on that right there. And each one of these has step-by-step videos, how to get started, and some of what we're talking about tonight's in there also. This one will be up on top, is one of the must-sees. Okay, so I'm going to go back now. Going to go back to home. I'm going to go back to resources again. Show you one more thing, then we're going to get started with lead capture pages. So the next one here is how to build a successful business 5-part series. That's a must-watch series also. Then there's the light version setup, and then the setup to promote any site. So a lot of these down here are contained in this, but you need to do it in order for it to make more sense. You come on down here to the training videos. All the videos, there's a complete list there. but a lot of them I've broken them out so you can get to some individual areas where you're having some questions or need some answers. So now we're going to go back home and we're going to do just a little bit of review here of what we're talking about. Number one, this is the dashboard, and this is your primary page. This little box here is just an icon, just to represent that page. But this is the primary page, and what you want to do is go change capture page, and then you select any of the on the right here. All of these white things are the capture page folders. I just added one today, Referral Frenzy capture page folder. And here's the $7 lead capture page. So let's just click on that as an example. When we do, it pulls up the $7 lead capture page. And if you want to use that as your primary page, you click on Make Primary Page, and it makes it the primary page. Any page that you choose, you can make it the primary page. The purpose of the primary page is that is the page that's included in the rotator, provided you are a $25 member or higher. So that's what that's about. Also to show it on your dashboard. The purpose of choosing a primary page is that is the page that is in the rotator for those members that are $25 or higher members. Now, let's go back here to default, just because it has a lot of capture pages in it. And remember, I say you can promote unlimited capture pages. Well, how do you do that if you only see one on the front? Let me show you. Very easy. Click on any page that's on this list here, or any of these pages or in these folders. Click on it. I'm just going to click on one right here. Okay. And that's an old one, but whatever. And you see right here in the browser, that link is the URL. That is the promotion link for that lead capture page. Every single page has its own URL, has its own link, own affiliate link, whatever you want to call it. So to get it, you just click on anywhere on the icon and what is in the browser. So you click on it. What's in the browser up here at the top of the screen in your browser, that is the link to promote that page. So you just go get all the links you want and carry on. Now, so let's start just a little bit, and let me make one more point about lead capture and lead capture pages. You want to use those URLs, those links, to promote your email marketing campaigns. You also want to use them with your banner ads and your text ads and your other ads. Anywhere absolutely possible, you want to use a lead capture page instead of the sign up page on the site itself. You always want to be capturing leads so you can build a relationship with those leads. That's what the big marketers do. That's what the successful marketers do. I don't know of a single successful marketer making over $10,000 a month that does not use lead capture pages to build his list. I don't know of any. I hear all these things. Even the people that are starting out now and getting highly involved in Facebook are using lead capture pages. Now, what we want to do is I want to show you how, and this will apply to anything or anybody. So if you want to promote any of these sites over here, USA Club, SFI, M&G Home Business, Traffic Wave, List Legacy, $67, $11, all of these are lead capture pages. Well, like right now, Critical Mass Ads. Let's just click on that. So if you wanted to promote Critical Mass Ads, you would just click on that folder over here that contains it. And then if you want to know what the link is, you just click anywhere on that page, and that's the link for you. For you, in this case, it says Block up there because that's her name, and that would be her link. That's the link to promote this lead capture page. Now I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to hit Edit Page, and so that would show you how to. I'll show you shortly now how to do some editing and stuff. But anyways, that shows you the page, and then if you want to look at it, you can hit View Page. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back. We're going to go back, and we're basically going to come here from the dashboard. Let's say that you've decided that you want to advertise widgets. Okay, you've got a company that you really like, and they sell widgets, and you want to promote widgets here at Team Elite Responder. Okay, so what we're going to do is the first thing we want to do is we're going to do Change Capture Page. Always going to do that, which pulls up all of our capture pages, and it shows all the folders here. And anytime you click on one of these folders, it's going to open up those capture pages that are in that folder. In this case, we're going to go to the blank lead capture page folder. It pulls up that blank lead capture page. And what we're going to do is we're going to go Edit Page. And this is a blank page. Now, there's two things you can do. You can either edit on this page right here, but most of you are going to want to do some other, you're going to want another blank page in the future. So let's go with those that want to say, I want to keep that blank page right there. So you go to Settings, Advanced Settings, and you click Duplicate this page, and you hit Save. Now what happens is we're going to go back home here. And here's what happens. When you hit Duplicate this page, we're going to go back. We're going to hit Change Capture Page. And you see this My Capture Pages here? That's where it put that blank page. There it is right here. That's where it put that blank page. Now, it's got a number down here. It says 1404. That's kind of a number for you to take here to keep track of that. So if you wanted to know what that link is for your new widgets lead capture page, there it is right there in the browser. I just clicked on it anywhere, and there it is in the browser. And you can see there's nothing in there. It's a blank page. All it's got is the opt-in form. Okay, so we're going to X that out. We're going to come back here. And remember right now, when you click duplicate this page, it puts it in the My Capture Pages folder right here on top. And the next time you click duplicate this page, it's going to put one here, the next time right here. So this one, 404, is widgets. All right, so we click Edit Page. We come down here, and we just start typing. You know, I am going to sell widgets. Okay. Now what we can do is, I'm just going to show you some of these things, and the best way to learn is just to use them. Like that means bold, so I'm going to bold it, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to choose a comic set. All these choices of type style. I'm choose Comic Sans 30, and I think I want a kind of a since the widgets I'm selling are kind of an orangish color, I'm going to choose this right here. That what I did over here under this A with the underline. See, it tells you what it is when you put the mouse over it. I want it that it's centered, so that's where it is. And I think I'm going to highlight it in a nice yellow. Okay, so there we go. Now, if you want to upload a picture, what you can do is you can just, there's some graphics in here. Let's come back and put a couple of spaces. If you want to upload a picture, if you've got some uploaded pictures, it'll pull them in here, which there aren't any on her account. But here you can upload a picture. You just click on upload picture, and you choose the file right out of your computer and put insert, and it inserts the picture right there. You can insert video with this. You can cut it. You can copy it. You can paste it. You can do all these things, special characters, insert the date and the time, and do a spell check, put a link, which I'm going to show you that in a second. You can print it. Source code, you can, if you're an HTML person, you come up here to tools, click on source code, and if you can just copy that source code right in there, which is what a lot of people do. If this is getting too far in the woods, just don't worry about it. It's going to be on tape. But anyways, right now, what I want to do is I'm going to put something in there. So open up the graphics folder, and I'm looking for some arrows. Well, actually, I'm going to load a sticker first. And I say, okay, I want this one here. It puts it right there, see? Now, the reason that yellow's on there, we're going to get that off. It's picking up there we go. And then I say, I like that. Now, what I'm doing, you're not limited by any means. You can do anything you want. If you can think it up, you can do it. So I'm going to go back here to graphics folder, and I'm just going to pick out some social icons. And I think I'll put the Facebook share there. And I think I'll put Twitter there, Twitter share too. I'm just showing you what's possible. All right. Now, what you would do in order to make this Facebook share work is you would highlight it and go up here, and you would have to link it to, you'd get that link from Facebook and you'd put it right there. I always like to target a new window. Okay. Same with instant download. If we wanted to make that a link, or this going to sell widgets a link, you highlight the text you want to make as a link, click on the link, and type the HTTP. I'm just going to put something real simple in there. I want to make it a new window. Click OK. So that becomes the link. Same way with this instant download. If you wanted to make that a link, just highlight the instant download, click on the link, and put your link in there, whatever that might be. Okay, then that thing is linked. To break a link, click on it and click that break link thing that's right here. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to save it just to show you something. I'm going to save it. And when I save it, I'm going to go ahead and hit view page here just to show you how it's starting to come together. We get a little something there. So if I click on instant download, remember that's a link. If I click on that, well, yeah, it opens up to my blog. So that's what I wanted to link to, so it's working. So I'm going to click the back button to get back here. Same thing with going to sell. I used the same link, so it's just to show you how you can check right away. Now you see the difference was it opened that in a new page. I click on going to sell, it opens it in a new page, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I like. So I'm coming back here now. And so you can just about, let's go back to the edit capture page, because we were doing a view. And with this up top here, this is called a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get editor. And if you want to learn everything there is about what you see is what you get editor, just go to Google and type in what you see is what you get editor. And it'll give you all kinds of information, but it's really, this one is extremely simple to use, because everything tells you when you put the mouse on it, it tells you basically what's underneath there: page break, special characters, and formats, fonts, sizes, background color, text color, source code, which is also up here at source code. You have a spell check. You can insert images, and it inserts some of the same things that I just mentioned. It has several ways of doing the same thing. And you have all kinds of formatting, underline, strike through. So that stuff is what you learn on your own. No one can teach you. You're going to have your own creativity in creating your own lead capture pages. What I just wanted you, the first thing I wanted to get across is that you can promote any site you want at Team Elite Responder very easily and very quickly by creating a lead capture page. A lot of the times I do cut and paste, or I get images from somewhere and I paste them right on there. It's very easy to put an image there. Let's just do that real quickly. Let me show you how easy it is to put an image. Let's go critical mass ads. And you see this image right here? Well, I'm on a Mac, but I think I can do it. I'm going to save that image as, I think it's kind of the same thing on, let's see where I'm going to put that rascal. I got to put it somewhere where I can find it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on G Drive 2. I'm just going to put that thing right here on. I'm going to put it in Europe 2008 RAW. Okay, so I'm going to save it. Europe 2008 RAW. So I'll come back over here and I click on Upload Image. It says Choose File, and I put it in G Drive 2, Europe 2008 RAW, and it was called 600 by 300 GIF. And I hit Open, and I hit Insert, and voila. Okay? So that's all there is to it. If you've got an image anywhere in your computer, or just get one in there. If you don't know how to get an image into your computer, go to Google and type in, how do I get an image into my computer? If you don't know how to find it in your computer, go to Google and type in, how do I find the image I put in my computer? And it'll basically go through exactly what I'm going through right here. So I'm showing you, in this case, I loaded a GIF, which has a nice little activity going on there, little animation. So I'm going to save it again. So now let's go back and let's view the page. And now you see it's starting to look more like a lead capture page. So then you would just start to put your text in there, and pretty soon you end up with the stuff on the bottom. The opt-in form. Okay, so we've created our lead capture page, or we found one of the existing lead capture pages and we've modified it to suit our needs. So now what we want to do is we want to click on Advanced Settings, and you'll probably want to give it a different title. My Widgets LCP. Now, the contact group, I'm going to go into that right now. The contact group here, you can put in the description and the keywords. The contact group is the leads folder where you want to store those leads. So let's say you go through all these folders here and you don't like any of those titles because you're going to make your own messages, or you can use any of the messages that are already there. Now we've got videos on that also. But today we're going to create a new Okay. We're going to create, I clicked on manage lead groups. We're going to create a new lead group, pull it all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to type in widgets LCP. You can call it anything you want. I'm just saying that's what I'm going to call this one. So what happens is when it does that, it doesn't bring you back to the lead capture page, which is fine. So you go home, go here to edit capture page, and we were working in the my capture pages, and right here, we're on this one here. Click on edit page. Come back here, put it to the advanced settings. Now what we're going to do, since we created the lead capture page by clicking in manage lead groups, we're going to come over here to the two little arrows, and we're going to pull it down to widgets LCP, which will usually be on the bottom because it hasn't had time to put it alphabetically. So there it is. So you can see now it's going to send these leads when they put in their name and email address. It's going to send them to a contact group folder, a lead group. In this case, we made a new one, and you can put it on any of them. And this one, we're sending it to the new one, widgets lead capture page. Now the redirect URL is, and that page right there is the order page for Team Elite Responder. But let's say you've got your own. What the redirect URL is this. After they opt in and put their email and name and email, they are sent to this page. So this is probably, most likely, was going to be, I'm just going to call it widgets.com. You'll have a affiliate link at whatever site you're going to promote or own, whatever, and most likely that's where you most likely want to send those people. Okay, and that could be that could be anything you want. But normally, if you're trying to get them interested in widgets, then you'd want to send them to your widgets affiliate. I don't have the live chat on, or nor the inviter. I wouldn't put the exit pop-up on. You get a lot of errors. You don't need to do password protection because you're not doing a password to get them to see this page. You don't need to do delayed action or notify. You just leave that where it was. Everything below the redirect URL. So then you just save it. So now we have created, we're going to view this page one last time. We've created this lead capture page. And when someone comes down here and puts their first name and last name and their email and clicks find out more, when they click find out more, they're going to go to that site that you put in there in the redirect URL. And that's what I've just processed. That works for any lead capture page that's here in Team Elite Responder. They're all the same. They're all going to go to the redirect URL once they put their name and email in there. They're all going to have links in them, et cetera, et cetera. So what we're going to do now, so we've created our lead capture page. We've got the redirect going to the right place. We know where they're going once they put their name and email address in there. They're going to go to the widgets folder that we've just created, widgets lead folder. So now what's left is we've created the lead capture page, and we know how to get the link to that lead capture page. Let's just go back through that. If you want to know the link to that lead capture page, you go to change capture page. You go to the my capture pages, which is where it is located, or wherever it is located. Just simply click anywhere on this icon, and the link to promote will be what's in, you copy what is in the browser. It'll be something like teameliteresponder.com, activeleads.php, question mark page, blah, 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 user equals, and it'll usually be your username, be right there. So Now, I'm going to go back here. So that's how we know how to get the link. Now we know how to get the leads to the folder. We've got the folder created, but we don't have any messages in that folder. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to click on Edit Auto Responses. And everything that's above Messages Available are your messages that you can edit and you can use. Everything that is below Messages Available are your messages that you can copy and use, are your messages that you can load and use. And as time goes on, we'll have a new promotion and I'll say, go to Edit Auto Responses and load these messages. And let's say that you wanted to promote over 50 income messages or referral frenzy messages, then you would click on Load All Referral Frenzy Messages and approve that you wanted to load them. And now they'll be up on top for you to use. So I'm going to say that one more time. Everything that is below Messages Available are you to use after you've loaded them. If you try to use them before you've loaded them, you won't be able to edit them. Then I'll get a support request that says, I can't edit my messages. And then I'll say, did you load them? And you'll say, huh. So everything below Messages Available, you have to load it to use it. Everything above it is ready to go. Look up here, we're looking for widgets, and if you notice, in all these folders that are there, you don't see widgets. And the reason is because we haven't created a message yet. So let's create one because we decided we're going to promote widgets, which is not already set up. If we had decided to promote $7 Miracle, it's already set up. All we would have to do then is just click on these little edit message buttons here and open them up and take a look at them, make changes where we want it. But in this case, we're going to have to create a new message because there isn't one. So we click on Add an Auto Response Message, and it pulls up a form like this. And I'm just going to say the first message is first message about widgets, because that's what you decided you wanted to sell. And then down here, you're going to say, you're going to do your text. Did you know this? Normally, you're going to get this from the company that you're promoting. And it's going to have some text. It's going to have a link. And that link normally is that same link that was over there. And the same it's a redirect. And you have that same link. You'd also get that from the company that you're promoting. And you'd have your name and all that stuff on there. Your Skype, whatever you want to put there. Like I said, 99% of the time, you don't need to worry about that. And those of you that are advanced marketers, you don't need to know any of this because you know how to do it anyway. But I'm talking to a lot of the beginners here. So you just copy and paste it, make whatever changes you want to it. And there again, if you wanted to make that a link that shows up as a link, you select it, come over here to the thing that looks like a chain, says insert a link. I'm going to make a new window as a target. I generally do that, so it makes it look like a link. Okay, so now come down here at the bottom. Last thing we want to do is come out here at the bottom. The first message you'll always have to select instant. You have to have the instant message that goes out as soon as somebody opts in, there's two things happen. They get taken to the redirect URL and they receive this instant message. And then here's where we looking for our widgets. It'd probably be at the bottom. Widgets. There it is. Okay, so that's going into the widgets folder, and you just hit add message. When you click add message, it's going to put it down here at the bottom. Widgets, lead capture page messages. If you click on that little plus, it opens it up, and you can then click on this little edit thing here to edit it in the future. If you want to add another one, you just click on edit auto response message, on and on and on. That's all there is to it, to editing messages. Very, very simple. Just click on edit auto response message. The key thing when you click on edit auto response message is that you want to always make sure you're choosing the right place that it goes. In this case, we're working on widgets, so it's down here at the bottom. Now, you don't want another instant message. So the next one you say, when you want it to go out? 1 day, 2 days, 2 days from now. So you select 2 days. And you keep going with that, remembering that if you got this message in there, the next one will be 3 days or 4 days. So that's all there is to it. Then you click add message, and you're done. So then all you do is you take that URL for the page, and let's just go back to that. Let's go back home. Now we've got the lead capture page created. We've got a message, and we're going to create some more messages to put in that leads folder, which is where those leads are going to go once they opt in. And now we're going to start to advertise. So we go back here to leads. Let's go back to the my capture pages, only because that's where it is. If your page is in one of the other folders, naturally you go there. And this is the one, and you just click on this and copy what's in the browser. That's the link you're going to advertise, and that you would create an email like the sample emails that are in the resources tab with a subject line, body text, and that link would be in there. And that's what you would send out to all the safe lists, and that's what you would put in. That's what I put in on my banner ads. It's what I put in on my text ads is the link, because I'm always trying to capture leads. So now what I want to do is we're going to go back here to here, and we're going to talk about the lead capture page. So what happened there is we've created the lead capture page, and then when they opt in here, once they give you their name and email, when they opt in, that puts them here in the leads folder, LF. Okay, well, anyways. And then the leads folder, the autoresponder grabs it and sends them a message. Okay, when they opt in, the redirect from the lead capture page sends them over to the widget site. Okay, because that's what you put in there as the site you wanted them to go. And in the message, after they read the message, they're also going to go to the widget site. So your purpose is to get them to that widget site, but you always want to save them as a lead, and that's what the lead capture page is all about. That's what the lead capture page is all about. It's all about saving them as a lead and getting them getting them to see your widgets site that you're wanting to promote. And then since you've got them as a lead, you can come back and you can do all kinds of things. You can send them a personal email, especially those that you see that are opened up and been to that widgets site 3, 4, 5 times. you have a really powerful tool in that part of it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back here, stop sharing, and back here, and go to Google Hangouts. Let's see where I'm at time-wise. I'm just going to look at these notes here. Okay, if somebody's got a specific question, go ahead and fire it in there as I'm doing the, I read all the messages, hello and all that. If you have a specific thing you want me to cover before I close it. So here I'm going to do, as I'm doing this review. So no matter what you promote, if you're going to have an internet business, I don't care if you're selling Amazon stuff. You want to have a place to store those leads, and you want to have some system to build a relationship with those leads. That's what Team Elite Responder does. Plus, it is the best affiliate builder in the world. Besides that, we get into that later on. Shoot. Anyways, so I showed you tonight how you can create a lead capture page, how you can determine the link for all the lead capture pages that are there at the site, how you can decide where to put the redirect. That's the place where they go after they opt, and then how to create a message, how to create a new message or leads folder, and how this all works together. So basically, you've sent out an email with that lead capture page link in it. They read it, they like it, and they click on the email that says click here to get more information. That is the link that takes them to the lead capture page. They see the lead capture page, they like it. Down at the bottom it says for more information, click enter your name and email. They do that. When they do that, they are sent to the site that you're promoting, whether it's Team Elite Responder, SFI, or any of the other millions of sites that are available, Amazon, eBay, whatever. That's the redirect. Then their email and name and the information they submitted is put into the leads folder, and the autoresponder automatically sends the instant message, which also has some more information. It also has the redirect link, which is basically the same link as you had in the lead capture page. A couple of questions. How am I doing? I'm doing great. My mom is kind of staying steady, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more what's going on in a few seconds. Let me just close this out. So there we go. It's really simple. The lead capture page is like the heart of Team Elite Responder. That's why it's so important to get it down. I want everybody to feel comfortable in creating new ones and editing the ones we have. And so I've made it very simple by creating that blank page there. And remember, the best thing to do is click duplicate this page to the My Ag Capture Pages folder, so that you're always going to have another blank page when you want another one. So that's going to work really good there. I showed you how to edit the lead capture pages, how to edit the messages. You click on the little thing that says edit message. Most important, remember everything below below where it says add a new message. Everything below that, especially the ones that say load all messages, those messages are the admin messages that you can use, but you first have to load them up. Once you load them up, then the little thing pops up that says edit the message. You can look at them down there, but a lot of people look at them and they just pick the ones out they want. You can load them. You can load them one at a time, or you can load all of them in a folder. So the last thing would be testing, and you would simply take that lead capture page link, throw it in your browser, go down there and put an email, put a name and an email in there and make sure it works. That's all there is to testing. And so the last question that keeps coming up is, how do you advertise more than one lead capture page? Well, that's really simple. As I showed you how to determine the lead capture page link is simply by clicking that icon in the lead capture pages that are all there in all those folders. Just click on any one of them, the one you want, and what's in the browser is that link. So if you pick out 5 or 6 you want to promote, and you just copy those links, and there you go. So you can, I promote all the sites, all of my sites, and frankly anymore I don't have time for anything else. But so I'm promoting about 15 or 20 at the same time. Now let me see if there was a question. I like that Mr. Donald said it's most informative info in 45 minutes he's ever received. Where do you find a list of other live web seminars like this one? You're going to have to come back here, Donald, because that's why we did this 2 years ago, because we couldn't find it anywhere else on the web. And that's the one thing that baffles me is our nearest competitor, the people that the 70 people are still with us. And they're the team leaders. They're the ones making Team Elite Responder go. And they're still with us. And a lot of this stuff you saw, all those lead capture pages, a lot of that's their work. What they do is, here's the way it works. They'll call me and say, hey, I've created this lead capture page. I just take the source code and dump it in there, and so everybody can use it. That's all. That's what's happening. I'm not doing all this work. I'm doing a lot of it, but not all of it. Those 70 people they're still here. I'm the mouthpiece for them, but so I represent at least 70 team leaders. By now it's probably several hundred. So you're getting hey, Stuart's here. You're getting 70, couple hundred people's minds joining in together that's making this happen. Now, here's what baffles me is we did this, and our decision was, and I went along with it, was to create a site that was essentially at bare bones cost. You know, we have that $711 $25 lifetime membership to an autoresponder. The $25 unlimited elite. You can have unlimited. Well, our nearest competitor this really does well, and we do well too, but our nearest competitor is $10 a month. And so I actually believe, and I said this last time, I actually believe that, oh, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. I'm going to look at this. I actually believe that people think that it's too good to be true. I don't see anybody typing because I'm getting it after you do it. Oh, Samantha doesn't see the video. Well, if you can hear me, don't worry about that. It's probably a connection on your part. Same way with the choppiness. That's all a matter of connection. Just watch the replay. What I would do on the replay is get your little notepad, stop it, go back, stop it, so you make sure you get all the stuff that was there. But okay, so I think I've covered everything. Yeah, I think Samantha, you're actually one of those 70. I'm pretty sure if not, you were in the first few people. That's a beautiful thing about Team Elite Responder. Everybody stays with us. Well, it's really nice because when you're a lifetime member and you don't have to pay anymore, it's easy to stay with us. Nobody has a reason to leave. In other words, they don't have a payment that's coming up next month they can't make, so whatever. Now, finally, we're doing extremely well. I said I would talk a little bit about Method to My Madness and all these sites. Well, the reason for that is I'm trying to build a big enough system that will handle a lot of growth because it's coming. One of these days, and that's it's coming. One of these days, this thing's going to swarm. But I want to have enough sites, and a lot of those sites that are in the circle of hubs, I don't own them. They're owned by other members. Some of them being some of those Regional 70, and so that's what we're trying to do is so that a person when they come in and they can really pick and choose. It's like going in a grocery store and picking out what you want rather than you do this and you do this and you do this. Now, on the one hand, that's an easy thing to say because some people want everything done for them. Now, let me explain something. If you join a site and they say, do this, do this, do this, you're not going to make near as much money as when you have a site when you can kind of do your own thing because it's constricted by its design. And we purposely, our first thing was we wanted to build home business systems so that a person could come in and promote any site they wanted and actually do that. And then all these other sites that I'm adding are advertising sites. They're not promoting anything, they're advertising sites. Now, there's one thing that Don and I have done. I'm going to share this, but don't tell anybody. What we've done is on these sites, they have this little thing called Get My Code. And what that is, that's a rotator. It's a rotator for that site, basically what it is. And it has one banner and one text ad. And so what it does, it rotates all the banners and rotates all the text ads for that site. So we take those and we put them all over our other sites. He has and I has, so that when we start up a new site, it'll chew up your banner and ad credits fast because there's so many people looking at it on the front end. And as it grows, then it kind of slows down on that. But the other side of that is all of these sites that we're building are people that are interested in building home businesses. So they're not what I call, I don't want to use this word, they're not inactive sites or dead sites. And there are some of those. And whenever you send a mailing to 100,000 people and you get one click, I think that's an indication that either you're the world's worst subject line writer or they're just not looking, didn't see your ad. And I don't think you're the world's worst subject line writer. It happens to me. And but our sites that we're building and sites, they're active sites. That's why they're so popular. They're going to get more and more popular too. So let me see if there's anything else here. Okay, so that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what, Stuart? I thought when you said Sam, I thought you were talking about Sam Van Zant, another one of our early members. I did Samantha. Oh yeah, I know Samantha very well. So it's. I think that's it. I don't know how long we went. Well, we went long enough. So I think that's it. We're really doing well. It's really coming together really nice. I'm going to definitely be slowing down on the sites that I personally own. And right now I am desiring to help others bring a site online. So if some of you are interested in owning your own site, send me an email and we'll talk about it. It opens up a whole lot of for you. There is work involved. The last thing I want to say is be patient, and it does come together. Internet marketing, a lot of people think it's like lightning. It's really more like a train. A train. Okay, Samantha, send me an email. We can talk. we'll lay out what we can do. It's more like a train. You know, a train takes a little bit of energy to get it going, but once you get it going, you can't stop it. That's what internet marketing is. And what the train is, it's all these lead capture pages and all these links, all these banners and all these text ads. Every time you join a site, I don't know why everybody doesn't join every site, because what you do is you join a site, they're going to give you a bunch of credits, put them in banners and text ads with that lead capture page link, and just keep doing that over and over and over. And pretty soon, it's a train coming at you, and it's just like, uh-oh. I realized that about a year after we got this thing going. I said, uh-oh, train's coming. And I hired an assistant about a year ago. I hired another one about 4 months ago. Now I'm hiring another one, and now I'm looking to hire another one in June. So folks, it'll snowball on you just like I said it would. It's like a snowball going down the hill. And we haven't even scratched the surface. And man, I tell you what, I would love to say, hey, move to Marlton, Arkansas. I need help, and that may come too, and I'll let you know when I get there. But and I'm here in Arkansas. I'm going to tell you, my assistants, they're doing okay. In other words, I believe in practicing what I preach. So the rest of it, I'm still dedicated. My life's dedicated to the ministry here, and that's what it's all about. I'm trying to help the ministry, and that's what I do. And everything's going good. And I guess the last message is I've been doing a lot of personal praying for the persecuted people for whatever reason. I don't like violence. It's sad. And so I just ask everybody to think about that some, and whatever we can do to help the situation. I'm not going to blame anybody or say anything bad about anybody. It's just that I'm like St. Francis, you know, where I see hatred, Lord, let me sow love. So love. So that's it for tonight. Enjoyed it, and looking forward to next webinar. Thank you very much. God bless you.